Hey guys, how are you? This is Wendy Kim of Your Dream Realized Business and Financial Coaching, empowering burned out corporate people to escape the cube and turn their passion into their dream business and lifestyle. And hey guys, I just have to tell you, I am super excited today. Why? I just got out of a 3-day conference. It was called the Traffic and Conversion Conference here in San Diego. And my mind was completely blown. Yes, I have pink hair. That's my escape the cube look. But yeah, so it was just an incredible conference. But as you can imagine, with 3 days straight of just nonstop information, after a while it got a little overwhelming. And so one of the things that I want to do is actually take the best of what I've learned from this conference and save you guys time so that you can actually apply the best learnings I got from the conference to your own business. And so the first big aha moment for me was when Donald Miller did his presentation. And I don't know if you guys know who Donald Miller is. He's in charge of a huge branding company. His website, and I can put the link in, is called storybrand.com. He has a great course. He also has a free PDF, which I highly recommend for anyone who is creating a website for themselves. But basically, what he talks about is how can you tell a story? And I've talked about this before. I've talked about my story. But one of the mistakes that a lot of people make in business, and I've been guilty of making this myself in business, is focusing on your story as a business person, as someone selling services or products. But it's really not about, like when I'm working with my clients, it's not about my story. It's about your story. It's about the client's story. And anyone selling a product or service is a guide. They are not the hero of the story. The client, the customer, is the hero of the story. And it's really interesting to me because I see so many business coaches out there just talking about how amazing they are, talking about how great they are. And I get that. Like, I understand, and I've felt tempted to do that too. You want to establish your credibility. But it was interesting to me because, so Donald Miller's company, I mean, they do branding and marketing for companies like Pantene, huge multi-million-dollar companies, right? They have thousands and thousands of testimonials. They only put 3 testimonials on their website. Why? Because they want to make sure that they don't overdo it. They don't want to take over as the hero of the story. They want their clients to be the hero of the story. So that was something that was really a great aha moment for me. And something that I feel like I do focus on that, but I need to focus on it more. And so that's a huge takeaway for me, is making sure that my clients, in my marketing, in my ads, and my blogs, and my videos, that you guys are the hero of the story. And practically that means writing out what your clients' problems are, what their challenges are, so that you can really speak their language and make sure that they feel like they're the hero. The second huge aha moment I had from the conference was that people really care how you make them feel. And this is kind of like, duh, Wendy. I mean, you don't have to be a business person to know this, but I want to tell you a story. So I mean, there were a ton of like business gurus at this conference. People I'm sure who you follow and listen to their podcasts. And I'm not going to mention her name, but there was one guru in particular, and I got to meet her. I introduced myself, and I definitely felt like, oh, I got the vibe from her that I just wasn't very important to her. That she was so high up here on the food chain that talking to me was just like kind of like a bother to her. So, needless to say, even though I have followed her, I'm not going to be a big fan of hers after that one interaction. On the contrary, there's a blogger, and it was really interesting because there is a fashion blogger who I was talking to, and apparently she's kind of a big deal. I did not know this. I just introduced myself and started talking to her, and she was really friendly. She was really down to earth, really nice. And then someone literally tackled me almost to get to talk to her. And then afterwards, I was just talking to different people, and they were like, oh, did you hear that so-and-so is here? And I was like, oh, yeah, I talked to her, and she was so down to earth. She was so nice. Unfortunately, I don't even know her name. I'm going to have to, like, ask my friends who she is so I can promote her. But because of that interaction that I had with her, I'm a fan now. And it was literally 2 minutes, and it was just because she was so down to earth. She was so nice. She wasn't looking at me as someone she could get something from. She was just a great person to be around. And so that was my big aha moment. No matter how far you get in your business, it is so important the way you make people feel. Because people do not want to buy or partner with someone whom they don't like, even if this person is like a big time person. If you make them feel like crap, then they're not going to want to work with you. So really the second big aha moment for me was really be careful how you make people feel. Every single interaction with people is an opportunity to make them feel special. So the third aha moment, huge aha moment that I had is, and this is more of like a tech thing because I know some of you guys are really into like tech and tools and stuff like that. And the third aha moment is that email is dead. And actually, I should say email is anemic. How many of you have a ton of emails in your inbox that are unopened? How many of you have opted in to some kind of newsletter or got like a free PDF or something and get just spammed with tons of emails that you never look at? It was funny because I showed my friend my phone and I had like over 1,000 unopened emails. So I'm definitely not the most organized person when it comes to emails. But yeah, like how many of us actually read marketing emails? It's very few and far in between. So the next thing is really Facebook Messenger. Now, why Facebook Messenger? Well, so people are integrating, and there's actually a tool I'm experimenting with called ManyChat.com that a lot of people talked about at the conference. And what this tool does is, yes, 11,354 unopened emails. Yeah, I think you might have the record, Ashley. I think you might have me beat by a couple thousand. That's impressive. Hey, Claudia, good to see you. So this tool, ManyChat, basically allows you to integrate Facebook Messenger with your website. And why is this important? Because how many of you have been to a website where it might have an opportunity for you to email or call someone? A lot, right? Every single website should have that contact information. However, how many of you have actually ever emailed or phoned? It's very rare. The barrier for an email is still pretty high, and let alone a phone call is really high. I mean, you need to really know that you want this service or product. So what does this mean for our businesses? Well, people are a lot more likely to chat. They feel a lot more comfortable chatting than they do calling or emailing. And the thing that's interesting is that more people open Facebook Messenger than they do their email. I mean, I know I do. And so it's a great way to build a relationship with your clients, to get to know what are their problems, what are their challenges, what are they looking for. It's about starting a conversation. Okay, this is a freebie aha moment. This is something that came up a lot in the conference, is how to start a conversation. It was likened to dating and marriage. How many of you, if you're single or think about when you were single, if someone came up to you, or say on the first date, if they were like, I want to get married, how would you feel about that? You'd probably want to run away as quickly as possible. And that's the same thing when we're working with clients. It's about starting a conversation. It's about building a relationship. Too many people get into the situation where they're proposing marriage to clients after the first one or two interactions, which is not the way to build a business. So anyways, again, recapping my 3 aha moments. 1, your clients are the hero of the story, not you. Number 2, every chance you get to interact with someone is an opportunity to make them feel special or to feel turned off. And the third thing is that email is anemic, and the next thing is Facebook Messenger. So if any of this was super helpful, I literally have pages and pages of notes from this conference because it was so helpful. And I'm planning on doing a video series on some of these tips and really distilling down just the best of this conference. And so if you're interested in learning more from this conference about how you can really build up a business, then my call to action to you would be to join my free Facebook group. In this Facebook group, it's called Escape the Cube. I will be giving lots of great free tips and information that I've learned from my own business, but also from this conference. So if you're interested, I will put the link to the free Facebook group in the comments, but then I will also, you can also put your name in the comments too, and I can add you. So I can't wait to interact more with you guys. If you have any questions about things that I've learned from the conference, or I would be so happy to share them with you. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. Bye.